So welcome everybody to the month of more LifeWave Abundance Challenge. And we're in our second week and this is day 8. And I am super excited to be able to bring to you these quantum correction calls. And this is the work that I have been doing in different iterations for the last 40 years. And it's at this moment, it is as it is, but I never expect it to stay the way it is, the way I work, because I know as I evolve and grow, as you evolve and grow, everything changes, it up levels, it upgrades, and things become faster. And in this day and age, when we're talking about correcting our pain and trauma, we want it to be fast, right? And everybody wants it to be fast because that's the culture now, that it's fast. By the way, that is the reason why I love the LifeWave patches, because even if you can't feel it, there is an instant activation of healing and of a release of the correct endorphins, the release of the correct peptides. These patches work the moment they hit your body. Now, by the way, they don't need to be on the skin. And I think that's something that a few people have been asking in the last 7 days. They are activated just by being close, like this. I'm activating the entire thing. I'm just going to take them away. So you can put them on your clothing. So I've got one right here. I'll just move back a bit. I've got one right here. I always love putting glutathione here or here. The reason why this patch is fabulous here is because this is where your T cells are being released as well. So it's a very powerful point. But if I didn't have it here, I would just have it on the inside of my top against my skin. Isn't that fantastic? And that's why they work so well on all of your fur babies, your cats and your dogs, because they don't have to pull the hair off. They can simply be on the inside of the collar. And I did see a dog walking along yesterday with one of those jackets on, and I thought, oh, that'd be fun. We should make some patch jackets so that they can simply wear the patches on their little jackets, which would be really great. So today and this week, the focus is on money and wealth. Last week, we started the correction session on health. And if you haven't watched it yet, there was 2 major corrections in there that really have impacted a lot of people, and some really fabulous information. And by the way, some really good questions at the end of that session too. So thank you everybody for bringing your questions to the session. And so today, this is about money and wealth. And I must say that this is one of my favorite subjects because I know that this impacts all of us so much in our 3D reality. And for me, I am just so excited to be in this LifeWave family because you guys are now a part of, and you made it happen, the first executive director team. And we reached the milestone that we were going for in LifeWave. And so that was really a phenomenal thing that happened at the weekend. And every one of you, even if you didn't go in and buy patches, you were still there, your thought process, your energy, your vibration. Just being a part of this group means that we're all interacting with each other on multidimensional levels. So if you don't understand energy, it's okay. But I do want to give you a quote from Nikola Tesla. And he was the man who was known as the genius who lit up the world. And he said that if you want to know the secrets of this universe, think first in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency. He went on to say, paraphrasing him, that when scientists begin to focus on that, they will move mountains and move into totally different places in the next 10 years compared to what they've moved up until this point in time. And that's exactly what is happening. And that's why someone like David Schmidt, who is the rocket scientist, the founder, the owner of the LifeWave company, has done something so amazing. He's taken us into Tesla's world of energy, not needing to plug into a socket, not needing to have electrical wires anywhere, but simply the energy frequency that is our divine inheritance that comes to us, through us, and is activated by these incredible patches. Aren't we blessed to have this technology on the planet? And for those of you listening to this who know nothing about LifeWave, it is a drug and chemical free patch technology that activates your own body's ability to sleep better, for rapid wound healing. The X39 is quite miraculous in that it activates copper peptide throughout the bloodstream, which lengthens our telomeres and begins to clean up old stem cells and regenerate new stem cells. And so from the age of 25, when they start degenerating in us, this actually stops that aging process. That's why it's called reverse aging, because I have heard David say that old age is not natural, it's a disease. And in his mind and the divine downloads, the information and guidance that he has had has brought him to this place of creating this incredible patch system that begins to do exactly that. So have I piqued your interest yet if you're not a part of LifeWave? Because really, LifeWave is about sharing this technology and using it and wearing it for ourselves to give us more energy, more vitality, more clarity, more emotional stability. And then, of course, it's about being of service to humanity by sharing it with everyone we know and love. And even the people we don't know and love, we want to give this technology and help David get it out into the world, because this is definitely a divine gift. And the reason why Daniel and I love it so much, apart from the fact that it has allowed us to walk without pain, to sleep better and longer, to have a better quality of life in our 60s and 70s, is because it is so aligned with the energy work that we have been doing and that I have been doing for at least 40 years. So the work that we're doing in the world is called healing by the speed of thought, because your thoughts create the environment that either uplifts and supports life or degrades and creates disease in our lives, in our bodies. And so your thoughts are incredibly powerful. And that's why I always say to the people who decide that they're going to create a business or to use the LifeWave patches, to actually make sure that your thoughts are on a frequency that matches up with the frequency of the patch. Now, the patch is such high frequency that I open my bathroom drawer where I keep them all, and I'm like, oh, and I pick them up and start to put them on. I can't wipe the smile off my face, and my brain waves are already aligning to the frequency in the patch, right? So I know firsthand, and again, you don't have to feel that, but I know what's going on. I know that the brain is already reacting to the frequency and information in these nanocrystals, in this nanocrystalline structure that has been created for the patch to work. And so I give thanks every morning when I'm putting my patches on. I am so happy and grateful for these patches. Can you feel that? It's like, oh no, not the patches again. Oh, I am so happy and grateful for these patches. You put them on with that frequency, what do you think's going on? The body is hearing the gratitude, the joy, and it's going, yeah, I love these patches. The body is actually now working with the energy. The body is now being activated to be a participant. Now, I know that when David created these, he wasn't thinking that that was necessary, and it probably isn't. But shouldn't we use all of the tools that we've got and all of the information that we're all being downloaded, because you'll be getting information too that we expect you to share with the rest of this community, that's the information I got, that the body and the patch works absolutely better together when we're coming from that frequency. And that is really true of our entire life, isn't it? that when we are happy and grateful for that one check that we get, for that one person who said, I love you, for that one sunset, for that beautiful sky, for the rain, whatever it is, when we're happy and grateful for what is, then we're setting up a scenario deep within our bodies that is aligning to our true self. And as I said to you last week in day one's video, there is nothing more important than for each and every one of us to activate a strong connection to who we truly are, which is our true self. That's the divinity and perfection that we are when we're not running our programs. Unfortunately, because the unconscious mind is running our businesses, our relationships, and our lives 95% of the time, the true self just waits patiently for us to acknowledge it, to give thanks for it to actually give us the guidance that we need, that is far beyond the structure of the unconscious mind. So again, the reason why I love the patches, Daniel and I love them and use them every single day and night, is because they are helping to correct out of our system emotional pain and trauma. They're helping to open the door to love, love being the most healing energy in the cosmos. Remember, love is not an emotion. Love is the most powerful energy in the cosmos. And I've seen photographs of people who've been measured with computers that when they're in this state of love, their energy field is out here. I can't go far enough. But when they're in a state of fear and the energy field is measured, it's like here. So fear contracts us. It blocks us from being able to be this expanded being of love, which is our true self. And I really love talking about this because the more your brain processes those words, the easier it is for you to develop that connection and to really bring this attitude of joy and gratitude into your every moment life. Okay, so today's quantum corrections are on money and wealth. And what I'm excited about is that during the week, because we had a little competition with a big prize, we had one of my new directors and a manager and two of my new managers actually won the prize. And so I had a quantum correction call with three incredible members of our team, Bethany, Marie-Helene, Badra, and Dana. And it was so amazing. And it was really about money and love. That's why I've brought the love in here, because I'm going to do corrections very similar to what we needed to do for them. As I was tapping into this session and to this group, to the people who are live here and to the people who are going to watch the replay, what I was getting was that there were very similar money programs running that actually sabotaged our ability to share our businesses, whether it be LifeWave or not, with the public, with people. And it was like, oh, so this is what's happening. There was a fear of getting a no, right? If you're afraid of getting a no, then you're not going to talk to people. If you think, oh, I've heard somebody on this call say to me, I'm very shy. I don't like approaching people. That is actually a lack of trust. Now, trust is the T in platinum. L is the love in platinum. Love is the L in platinum. And we talk about being able to live a platinum life because they are your 8 soul's superpowers. And when you engage those superpowers, and even more importantly, when you master the blocking frequencies to them, you are now in a space where you have the absolute confidence to go and tell everybody about what it is that you're doing in your unique, incredible world. Again, if you're a coach, if you're a mother with your children, whatever it is that you are, whatever it is that you feel your mission and purpose is, And by the way, we all know your mission and purpose is to be here to serve, evolve, grow, and have fun, right? You can't have fun if you're in pain. It's very hard to evolve and grow if you're in pain. And if you're in pain because you're shy, you're lacking in confidence, you can't trust, you've been abused, you believe that money doesn't come to you, everybody else gets the money, but I don't. Okay. So how many of you, when you heard Therese Santos say, oh, in LifeWave at the moment, I'm now earning between 25,000 and 50,000 a month at the moment. It's just her, where she's at now. How many of you went, whoa, that will never happen for me? I did this, by the way. When she said that, I went, wow, that's a lot of work. I mean, all my ego puppy just came out with, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of people. I was really like, really? And then when I cleared out the programs around that particular subject for me, it was like, oh, of course, I think we should be doing that a week, not a month. And by the way, that is what is possible with this business. And I just want to say before I go into the money correction that getting into any business is easy. I remember when I started my very first business in Geelong, I opened my own first fashion boutique, and my first husband and I mortgaged our home, and we took a $4,000 mortgage. By the way, that must have been $4,000, 40, 50 years ago was a lot more than $4,000 now. And we created a business and I opened the doors, and that was the easy part. The rest of it was making this entire business work so that people would have the confidence and trust in who I was and know that there was a level of integrity behind the business so that they would come and be clients and customers. And that's what's happened here. You can get into LifeWave for $125 for 2 patches or 1x39 patch. You can start sharing it. You can start doing whatever it is you do, but you won't see the results if you give up, if you lack trust, if you believe that money is not meant to come to you. Now, I've got a friend in New Zealand at the moment who came in at bronze because she actually didn't have the budget to come in at anything other than that. So do you know what she did? She went and did some training, and for the next 12 days, she's working on a roadside with one of those signs 12 hours a day to earn the money so she can upgrade to gold, so she can become a manager. And that's the difference between being paid $100 a week to being paid $1,500 a week. What are we prepared to do? I would say the most important thing is never, ever give up. Yes, it's easy to get into this business. And for the first year, 18 months, you might not see the big rewards. So yes, it'll be easy for the ego mind and your programs to go, I'm not even sure why I'm doing this. Network marketing doesn't work for me. Money doesn't come to me like it comes to other people. All of these incredible programs around money and business would stop you and you can give up. How many people give up? They just do, don't they? And so, and I'm not talking about just giving up on this business. I'm talking about giving up on themselves, on each other, on their own family, their soul family, giving up on their coaching clients because they're giving up on their business, right? Have a think about it. The world needs your unique brand of who you are. The world needs your voice. Daniel has said this many, many times, that there are millions of #1 best-selling songs. And the reason why is because there are millions of best-selling singers, and that people love what other people have to offer. So if you have a money program that's going to say, oh, the money hasn't come in the first 3 months, oh, the challenge didn't work for me, I didn't get to manager, oh, I didn't do this or I didn't do that. You could have a sabotaging program that would make you just drop the whole thing and just use it for yourself because it is working for you. So let's go in. I just want to tap into the entire energy field of who we have here on this global community and find out what is the first money program that we want to correct out of our systems. Well, I thought I would just grab one, and all of a sudden the whole heap just dropped in. That was easy. And one of them was, it's easier to be poor. I should have written these down. It's easier to be poor. Only greedy people have money. Money corrupts. Money is evil. Let's just start with those, because that's like, hang on a minute. Because if those programs are in your unconscious, you're going to be on a frequency. Let's say money is here, this frequency here, because money is energy and love. Let's say money is here. When you've got those programs running, your money stuff is here. This acts like a gateway or a plug. I'm going to use the word plug. The girls will laugh. It's like a plug that stops the money from coming in, swirling in, going out, and doing what money does. Money revolves in and out and around and through, just like energy. So today we're going to remove this plug here and allow the money to start flowing into you, through you, and for you, and for your family. This is a very important point. This has been going around in my mind all week, so I must have been getting told to share it with you. And that is that your LifeWave business is a willable business. You can will this business to a member of your family, a friend, to anyone, to your spouse, your partner. Isn't that incredible? So everything that you do to create this particular business can be willed to someone else when you've had enough of this lifetime and when you've decided to move into the realm of spirit for a moment. So that's what's so important here, that you're not just creating a business that is going to be creating wealth and financial freedom for you in this lifetime, but it's also something that's going to go down the line. Isn't that a great thought? I mean, that got me thinking, wow, who am I? And it was like, I just had a lot of fun thinking about who would I love to gift this to? Because it will be a gift by the time I leave the planet. So have a think about that. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? All right, so let's just go in. What I'm going to do is ask you all just for a moment to imagine a column of white light coming in and down through you. So it's coming in through your head, going down into your feet. If you can't use your imagination like that, imagine being under a ray of sun. Just, you know what it's like when you put your face up to the sun and you can feel it coming in and through you. Just imagine that. This is your true self, the divinity, the perfection, the wonder that you are. And from this place, we're going to ask your true self to neutralize and delete all of those programs in every single lifetime and any dimensional reality that you have ever lived in, and from your ancestors' programs that say money is evil, money corrupts, I don't deserve money, money is bad. I don't remember all the rest of them, but you've got it. So on a quantum level, your true self now is going to just move into your ancestors' correction and your ancestors' programs and back into your past lives and correct out of your system any of the times where you have been abused by people with money, where you have been abandoned by people of money, where people of money have never helped you or never helped anyone, where you've seen corruption and the corruption has resulted in massive death and destruction on the planet. Wherever you have seen this and you have made a decision in that lifetime or this one that you do not want to be wealthy, that money is too difficult to look after, that you don't deserve it, that no one deserves it, money corrupts, money creates powerful people are greedy and do not serve humanity. So your true self now on a quantum level is neutralizing and deleting all of those systems and beliefs out of your reality in those time frames And from your ancestors, if you've had ancestors that have been through any of the world wars, who have been through any of the depressions, all of their programs around, you know, there's no money, I've got to be frugal, I can't spend money, I'm better off just to take my social security check and be happy for that. Whatever the programs are, and how many times you've ever heard, I can't afford it, from your parents, their parents, or someone else. Let's correct out of your system now in this reality, in your 3D world, moving into your 3D world and correcting out of your system all beliefs, programs, and ideas on a spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, psychic, and psychological level. That you don't deserve money, money doesn't come to you with grace and ease, everybody else has money, I never have money, money corrupts, money is only for the greedy, I shouldn't have money, I'm better off without it, it's too much trouble. All programs known and unknown to us regarding money that is sabotaging our ability to have it flow to us with grace and ease, now neutralized and deleted out of your systems, giving you 100% infinite potential to be corrected, to be strong, to know the truth. You are perfect, divine, high frequency beings, and you can trust that it is safe for you to be grateful for, to be open to, and to expand in the joy of money coming to you with grace and ease. That it is safe for you to have money, that money provides an expansion within you that allows you to live in generosity, that allows you to share, allows you to do good for people and for your family, that it is important and imperative to be open to receive the money that is waiting to come to you. The money that is aligned with the love that you are. The more love that you love, the more money that comes to you. Giving you a correction to be happy and grateful for every check, everything that comes to you, whether it's money or a present or a smile, whatever it is, however money shows up for you. Let's giving you a correction to know that happy money is flowing to you. The more fun you have with money, the happier you become, the more money flows. Let's neutralize and delete all karma between you and all of your ancestors that ever said or felt that there was never enough, there was never going to be enough. All past lives where you have understood that money was evil. It's all karma between every single being and situation and challenge that you've ever been in. Let's neutralize and delete now all of the emotional charge from all of those areas of your life. Go into the brain and into the neuronal pathways. All of those neuronal pathways that have wired and are still firing together now, completely neutralize and delete the habitual thinking around those stories, and bring in a brand new karmic soul agreement that the brain is about to start processing from now on, and that is, I trust it's safe for me to have money flow to me with grace and ease. Money is a source of fun, joy, and love. Wow, beautiful. Let's go into the heart center and completely bring in a forgiveness template. And a forgiveness template's a little bit like saying the Ho'oponopono. And it's where you actually forgive yourself for believing the stories that you heard, for believing the projections and perceptions that you have projected onto wealthy people who are misusing and abusing money and power. Remember that if you see people who are doing that, then they are living out their programs and their karma. This has nothing to do with you. And it's very important that you focus on the money programs that you have. So let's neutralize and delete and correct and forgive your programs that you have perceived and projected onto others and everybody else who's ever triggered off any money program that would sabotage money, wealth, and financial freedom being your birthright. Okay, correction complete. Just breathe into that. Anybody feel a shift? If you did, can you unmute yourself and tell us what you're feeling? No, it's hard to come back from that, isn't it? Yes, Bethany.
Yes. I have to share first that since last Saturday, since the correction last Saturday, feels like I've been on a marathon of shifts. And on Wednesday or Thursday or whenever I received or we received your gifts, it has been one shift, miraculous shift after the other, for not only for me, but for the three of us. And today, while you were working on us, I had like the energy just, I went so warm, so hot that I'm still like really pouring of, it's like, wow, just so much energy and so much activation, or that I'm just like soaked right now. It's
I understand. Why do you think I usually wear sleeveless things? Because when this energy comes in, by the way, and that's the frequency that we need to be on for these corrections to work. When this energy comes in, we burn up. Daniel burns up, I burn up, Bethany, you burn up. It's that beautiful oscillation of high frequency energy. And that's really activating the release of this emotional trauma. How many of you realize that you could have been thinking things about money on an unconscious level? Remember, this was an unconscious correction that you didn't even realize that you had around money. Anybody? And Bethany, thank you for sharing that. One thing that you've made me want to share because of your what you just said then is that the more corrections that we have, the clearer we become, the more aligned with our platinum beingness that we are, the more the corrections build upon each other and clear us even more. I mean, Chris, I know that you know this. We've got our next Platinum Life Manifest Your Abundant Reality 8-week program coming up in June, July. And Chris has already done this program, I think at least twice. And would you say, Chris, that the more you get the corrections, the more you go through and correct out the blocking frequencies to platinum, to what is sabotaging you, the clearer you become, the more powerful the corrections are?
Yeah. Every single projection goes really deep, not just in the body and the mind, but the soul, and frees that part up. And I have this picture that it's like 8 keys into a safe, and only if you can open all these 8 keys, then you get into the safe where the light is.
Where the light is, and the money, and the love, and the joy, right? Yeah, thank you. That's a great way of seeing the 8 keys, which, by the way, the 8 keys are peace, love, awareness, trust, integrity, neutrality, unity, and mindfulness. And I love that. I love that. In the safe, I had when you said that, anybody else had this? I had an image. I opened the safe door and the light was there, and it was incredible. That reminded me of a story that in 1987, a woman, an Australian clairvoyant, actually, I was doing some healing on her knee for her, and she went like this, and she looked at me and she said, "I've just been given a vision, and you're walking on a beach and you come across an ancient box. It is so ancient. It is the oldest, most ancient artifact ever. And when you open the box, and you're the only one that can open it, when you open the box, this light streams out, and it's a light stream of information. And it was like, wow. And she said, everybody will want this box, but it is yours. It's your gift. And I thought, well, that's beautiful. And then 2 years later, or 1 year later, I actually had the experience of really opening this spiritual ancient box, and the ancients, which are this divine beings, this like council of light or whatever you want to call it, divine beings, actually whooshed in to my whole system. It was very painful for 4 days, by the way. And now the reason why I can access the matrix of your soul and be here of service from the space of love is because they are giving you the information. It's this never-ending light of information. So when I opened the safe that you were talking about, Chris, it was like, oh, there they are. There's the ancients. There's the information. There's the wonder and joy. And so for each of you, let's do the Platinum Life Manifest Your Abundant Reality program together and open up our safes, because that sounds like, gee, I can't wipe the smile off my face, Chris, after that. Thank you. Anybody else like to share anything about how you're feeling, a shift around money, or any other questions around money?
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Badra.
Yeah, well, for me, and after doing the few different corrections with you, it felt like I was realizing the money felt like something that was almost like confusing. It had like a weight to it for me. And now it feels like I can feel the love that's in it, where now it feels like an exciting thing that I can receive and give and share, not something that I was, that was feeling like this heaviness and kind of a fear around it, where now I feel like am open to receiving it. And it feels like love, not like something I'm getting that I need to, that I don't know what to do with.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Oh, Badra, thank you so much. A fear and a weight around money. Isn't that incredible? And you know what, Badra, that's why the energy field was here around money instead of here. And now that it's here, it's like, oh, okay, I've taken the plug out. The fear's no longer there. I'm kind of opening my safe and coming in and trusting that I'm in a safe place, yeah. And that I am free to have the money that will that you can share and give and have fun with. Thank you so much for that. Charles said, didn't notice any physical symptoms except a bit of a flutter in my heart. Well, that's enough, Charles, flutter in your heart. And does it work when you fall asleep? Yes, it works when you fall asleep. And the reason why it works is because even if your conscious mind is not listening, even if your ego puppy doesn't want you to get this correction because it wants to keep you contracted and separated from love and money and joy, your unconscious mind is still hearing the correction. And it's the unconscious mind that is making decisions around it, and it's being plugged into your DNA. So yes, you still got that correction. Isn't that good news? Oh, and Sarah had already said that, right. Bethany said, I felt the plug come out of my back. Oh, that's beautiful, Bethany. Oh, Lee, great to have you here. Yes, you have to be happy that you're in the more money. You can feel that. And Dr. Bonnet, purging the historic and present vibrations of colonist African slavery internationally. Yes. Now let's go there. Are you guys happy for me to keep talking for a while, or because this was a 30-minute session? Okay. If you're not, I guess you can leave anyway. When we're talking about slavery, I had a very interesting thing happen. I had 3 women that I was doing a correction for about 22 years ago. And one of the women I went in for, and I saw her as a slaver. And she was a captain of this slave ship. And boy, the amount of stuff going on there, I corrected it all out. Then I had another of the women, they were all white, by the way, who was one of the slaves. And so there was a very incredible interaction between the 2 of them. And after I had finished correcting them, and the energy between them just went like this, rather than a bit of conflict, and they didn't even know what the conflict was. They said to me, you will not believe this. They said, tonight we are going to a forum for slavery. and for, they were actually going to, I didn't know this, that they were going to that. The second story around this is that I was in New Zealand and I went into a Maori, I was invited onto a Maori marae, and before you can be on the marae, you have to go into their church and you have to be accepted in by the ancestors. And all of the photos of the ancestors are on the wall, and it's right beside the cemetery. So I sat down and I gave thanks for being there, and all of a sudden I felt like I had this weight on my head, and I put my head down because I couldn't hold it up. And I was like that, I don't even know for how long, but the ancestors were talking to me. And any of you know Maori? I've got a lot of Maori friends. They're pretty aggressive people because they are a warrior race, right? and I love them. And this voice came to me, one of the ancestors, and he said, don't you think because you're sitting there in a white body that you're not one of us? And I was like this, and actually showed me the lifetime where I was Maori. And in that moment, it was like, of course, whether you're no matter what color, no matter who we have incarnated in this lifetime, do not be arrogant enough or ignorant enough to believe that this is who you are, that you have not been everything and experienced everything. And so when we're talking about slavery and all of this, know that it is very, very important for us to know we've all been slaves, we've all been masters, we've all done it all. And that's why some of us are more focused on it than others, because we're still working out the karma of it. So let's just go in and give all of us a correction to correct out of our systems any of the anxiety, fear, or pain of when we have abused another human being or when we've been abused by another human being. So correcting us all to be strong, to know the truth. That in that illusory world, that is what happened. It's now been corrected out and neutralized and deleted, and that we are now strong to living as the person that we are in the body that we are in, that we have chosen to incarnate in this moment for this time. Let's do karma, forgiveness and habit, correction complete. Okay, that feels better. All right, anybody else? I know I can hear that someone's unmuted. Would anybody else like to, Lindsay said, I need this on repeat. Yeah, I know, Lindsay, we all need it on repeat. Super relaxed from Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie Lodge, my beautiful angel friend. For those of you who haven't met Stephanie, I want to introduce you to a real life earth angel. Stephanie Lodge sits in our healing circle every Thursday night. She's a beloved friend, and when she walks in, I actually see her wings. And Stephanie, do you want to tell people where they can connect with you if you're still on?
Yes. How are you? I'm very casual. I went hiking this morning with our friend Mark Lejeune. And did some corrections. Hello, everybody. Nice to see all of your smiley, lovely faces. And I'm the Hug Angel. You can find me at the Hug Angel pretty much on all social media. And I'm just here to support and just receive this beautiful wisdom from my beloved Sandra. And just her heart just lifts me up so much. And yeah, the correction was great. I just kind of went really super deep, and angelic light stream was right there, which I guess you experienced with this box opening. Is what they were showing me was similar to what you were talking about. And yeah, just really grateful for your wisdom and all that you're sharing today, and just receiving, and blessed to be receiving. Yeah. So.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thanks for your presence. You know, last week I remember saying that in our community, whether it's just the Abundant Soul community and or the Patch Me Up Babe community, we have actually decades and decades of spiritual mastership here, which is pretty exciting, isn't it? Because it means that we're a very high consciousness community. And by the way, Stephanie and I, like, there'll be times where I'll have a massive headache, Daniel will have a massive headache, and we'll go, oh, now what's happening? And I'll ring Stephanie, or she's got something going on, she'll ring me. Can you feel that? And when there are shifts in the energy field, in the cosmos, on the planet, we go through it at similar times, and it's really wonderful to have a community and a person that you can call up and say, is this me? Is this spirit? What is this? So it's a lot of fun. We can all do that together, by the way. Yes, there's a replay.
Yeah, I wanted to share really quick.
Go on, Stephanie.
I just want to share with you, just so everybody knows, there's a massive amount of plasma energy coming into the planet, and you can see it through the Schumann resonance. It's been off the charts. So if you're feeling extra tired and you're feeling just a lot of energy in your body coming around, bringing in the ears up and getting a little bit of that, definitely the patches are great, and just give your body a break, you know, allow it to rest and really integrate that energy, because it is coming in fierce right now. So just letting everybody know.
Well,
Okay,
thanks,
Stephanie.
That's one of the reasons why wearing the patches as a spiritual being is so important as well, because it's going to really help you stay balanced and on track. And I love what some of you are not unmuting. That's okay. Love is energy. Debbie, money is currency representing an exchange of energy. Love is energy. That's right. Love is energy. So that after that, Debbie, do you want to just unmute yourself? And Patricia, yes, there will be a replay. It will be Janice, our beautiful Janice, will be downloading this as soon as it's finished, and she'll be putting it into Activate Abundance and the Patch Me Up Babe group. Debbie, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So the after the love is energy. What was that?
Just connecting thoughts and feelings around money.
Yeah, isn't it?
I am abundant love, and love is energy. Then I deserve also to be abundant in money, which is just a different form of energy.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you for that. And you just reminded me of a very good friend of mine, Ken Honda, who released a book last year called Happy Money. If you don't have Ken Honda's book, Happy Money, please get it. He's a Japanese transformational leader, and he's got a lot of fabulous books, and this one is really great. It's not a big book, but it's definitely a great read. And now that we've corrected out some of the money programs, you'll find that it'll be an easier read for you. Your ego puppy won't be messing up. Anybody else?
Me. I didn't feel anything, only like some itching all over, but the words that pop up in my head when you said ancestral, money doesn't grow on the tree.
Yeah. Did you hear that as a child or as an, yeah?
Yes, as a child.
Yeah. Anybody else hear that?
First come up to me when you said that. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why that correction was so important, Liliana, because our ancestors, parents, grandparents, all of them, when you think about it, they would say things like, they would utter little sayings without actually thinking about what they were doing to us, because scientists didn't know we were being programmed by everything that we were hearing, seeing, doing, right? And so we're being programmed, money doesn't grow on trees. I've got a brilliant money tree in my imagination. How many of you would like to right now just imagine that you have this light streaming through you and it becomes this tree, and on it is all of these $100 bills, bars of gold, bars of silver, cryptocurrency. I mean, the tree, isn't this a fun thing? Why don't we look at our money tree every day? I mean, you could even draw it if you wanted to and just put all of these wonderful things on, but your imagination is so exciting. And your imagination, when you imagine something to be true, what happens? Well, science tells us that if you can imagine it, you can bring it into form. I love the money tree. So I think money does definitely grow on trees. Anybody else like to think that now? Yeah, it grows on your love energy spirit tree. Okay. Oh my goodness, we're going on to an hour. I'm so naughty. Anybody else? Anybody else before we finish today? No?
Sandra, this is Cindy.
Yes, Cindy.
I have a belief still somewhere that is hard to make money on my own. I make plenty of money from an employer, and that's safe, but that I can't make it on my own.
Oh, that's a good ego puppy story, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what, Cindy, that's one of those stories where I look at it and go, is your ego puppy piddling or pooping all over you? And that's probably, that's probably what's going on, because obviously you know now that thought process will stop you from actually being able to make money. So let's go into your system. Let's do one last correction before we move on for the rest of the weekend. And that is for people. And Badra, I know you're beyond this one, right? Because we did this for you on your prize, on your gift session. And so let's just go into everybody on this call and everyone coming into the replay. And that is correcting out of your systems on every single level, all programs known and unknown that say, I can't make money on my own. I'm only good at making money for other people. I don't deserve to make money on my own. Who do I think I am? I'm not enough. Cindy, this is the underlying causal problem. I'm not enough. Let's neutralize and delete that out of your systems, give you 100% infinite potential to be corrected, to be strong, to know the truth, that you are perfect, divine, high frequency beings, and you can trust. You have always been enough. You have enough wisdom, enough will, enough energy, enough money, enough unique intuition. You have enough creativity to be able to make money on your own when you want, how you want, as much as you want. So correcting that to be a part of your system now and your new divine soul download, correcting out the habit field, karma, and putting the forgiveness template in. Cindy, how's that feeling? When you think about making money for yourself now?
Yeah, I like what you said around creativity, because that's what I'm happiest when I'm creating and doing things that feel light and fun and creative. So I think
exactly.
I need more into my.
And you know, Cindy, if you're in the LifeWave business, and you might not have thought, now this is an interesting thing to finish with, you might not have thought that the business that you wanted to create money on for yourself would be something like this. It could have been your own coaching business. It could have been anything else. And I never in my wildest dreams ever thought that money would come to me from anywhere other than my own damn hard work, right? Yeah. And believe me, I have worked so hard for so long. And all of a sudden, coming into this business where I am sharing this light, this love, this energy, all that I'm sharing, it's so much more like fun than hard work. And it's a stream of income that I never thought would be coming. And that this is my business created and, with all of you. And that's super exciting. So please, I definitely want all of you to understand that correction, maybe watch this replay again, and to know that you can and will and are creating your own business, even if you've got another business. I mean, Sarah, you've got your own business, right? I've got my beautiful global soul business that I work for and with Daniel, and a lot of you, Bethany, you've got a health and wellness. A lot, some of you are acupuncturists. When we expand our horizon and we understand that money can come to us from anywhere, because our money tree has, my money tree is actually, it just popped up. It's got a little LifeWave symbol on it now, right? So when you understand that money can come to you from everywhere and anywhere, then you open up to being able to have your own business. Okay. So happy birthday to Cassie, Lee Colliver said. And who's this divine woman that is with Badra? Is that your daughter?
Yes, this is Cassie, and she's turning 20, and she's eventually going to be a LifeWave distributor too. Yep.
Cassie, happy birthday and congratulations on making that decision that that's what you're going to do. And you know what? The sooner you start, the better. Because I have to tell you something, that you're only 20, but your 25-year-old plus friends, they're already losing their stem cells, right? So, I started my very first own personal business at the age of 20, and best thing that I ever did. I love you all so much. I know we could spend all day together, which we're not going to do because Daniel's waiting for me. And We've got the quantum meditation, this beautiful meditation on Tuesday. We've got the Q&A call. How many of you love the Q&A call with guest Therese Santos Friday? And then we've got a very, very special VIP guest call with Dr. Christian Northrup, MD, at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Please, please try and get there live. If you can't, there definitely will be a replay for you. And I will put the link in for the Platinum Life System, the Platinum Life Manifest Your Abundant Reality program that's coming up in June, July. It is enlightened self-interest for you to participate in that 8-week program. And I can tell you now, I don't know if it's I'm ready to tell you or not, but I'm going to tell you already. This is a $5,000 program. And because of the COVID chaos and everything going on, Daniel and I decided to offer it for $2,500. And then we decided for our LifeWave and Activate Abundance community, we wanted to make it even easier for you so that we could help you grow your business, change your life, your frequency. We're offering another $600 savings on this program. It will be for 1 week only. And when that comes up, Janice will let you know. Please take advantage of this $5,000 program that will only, the investment will be $1,900, and you're going to make that in LifeWave this month, right? Love you. And I'll put the link in here so you can go and take a look. Have a blessed, incredible weekend.
Happy Mother's Day. Beautiful.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers here and all of the men on the call. When you were a mother, happy Mother's Day to you too. Love you.
Cosmic Mother's Day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Hello.